Ahoy! The Golden Scarabs on the Brimstone Sands PTR received an important change. I'd like to thank F for being the one to point this out to me. If you're not familiar with the Golden Scarabs yet, they allow you to craft an item with 2 perks instead of 1 for a slightly increased material cost. You need some more Iron Guardsmen or whatever you're using, and also some more timeless shards. So these will be highly sought after, and in the very first version of PTR, they actually had an okay drop rate, where quite a few people reported getting some. If we look at the loot table from newworldfans.com, which hasn't been updated to the latest patch yet, I believe, we can actually see that at that point you were able to loot it from grave offerings, elite ancient chests, and elite grave offerings. That, in other words, means that you were able to get them from most chests in Brimstone Sands. On a later PTR version, it even appeared as if you would be able to get golden scarabs from elite chests in other zones as well. I'm not sure if that one was ever actually implemented, but it seemed like that in the files. Now the New World devs did a complete 180 on the drop availability of these golden scarabs. You will now primarily be able to get them from ancient glyph chests. Ancient glyph chests are chests that you need to unlock by finding the ancient glyph somewhere in Brimstone Sands first, and then finding the corresponding chest for it. Some of them are easy to access, while some of them are behind bosses. And all of them have a full day cooldown after being gathered. The only other source are now elite grave offerings, and that's a bit of an annoying thing itself, because you cannot actually tell grave offerings and elite grave offerings apart before you open the sarcophagus that covers them, at least as far as I'm aware. So you'll have to memorize which sarcophagus actually contains elite grave offerings and which one is just the normal ones. Many of the elite grave offerings are actually in acid pools. You definitely want to get some gear for that, because some ways to deal with that are significantly cheaper than others. I've tested all the different ways to counter acid and found out which ones work best, and that is something I will talk about in tomorrow's video, so if you'd like to see that, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell to get notified when that comes out. We'll also finally be talking about the Great Sword again just in time before launch. Thanks for watching and hopefully see you tomorrow. SLOTH, out.